Beyond the Hype, a fashion lifestyle tech podcast. Presented by Stephanie Williams and Greg Lewis.
Okay, real talk for a sec. Who else out there has stared at a spreadsheet and felt like way over their head?
Yeah.
Like a jungle of formulas and numbers, and you just want to make sense of it all without, needing a degree in rocket science.
Totally.
But what if there was a better way? That's what we're diving into today, this whole Rose AI Analyst 3.0 thing.
Interesting.
And their marketing is bold, to say the least. They're basically saying, Excel, it's been real, but AI just ate your lunch.
Big claims.
Huge. So is this hype, or are we witnessing the spreadsheet revolution? We're gonna find out.
Let's do it.
All right, so one of the biggest things they're pushing is this whole natural language commands thing. The idea of ditching formulas and just, talking to your spreadsheet like a normal human.
Yeah, like just tell it what you want it to do.
Exactly. Show me the money. Well, maybe not that simple, but you get the idea. So what's the deal with that? How does that even work?
So it's all about something called natural language processing, or NLP, for us cool kids. It's basically AI that understands what you mean, not just what you type.
Okay, that's pretty wild.
Right. So, imagine you're trying to find your top performing products. Instead of building this insane formula, you can just type something like, show me products with a profit margin over 20%.
No way. It can understand that.
And the AI does the rest. Translates that request into spreadsheet magic.
See, now that's what I'm talking about. But let's be real, can it handle everything? Spreadsheets can get pretty crazy.
That's the million-dollar question, right? NLP is powerful, but even AI has its limits. Sometimes you might need that super specific formula, that granular control.
Right.
It's about finding that sweet spot, user-friendliness versus having all the power in the world.
Makes sense. And speaking of user-friendliness, this whole effortless data manipulation thing caught my eye. Importing data, adding columns, all with, a click.
Sounds almost too good to be true, no?
Yeah, and remember all those tasks that eat up your time in spreadsheets.
Oh, tell me about it.
Adding, copying, basic calculations. AI can automate so much of that now. Seriously, imagine just telling it to calculate your profit margin from your sales data, and then boom, it flags your high-value customers all in the blink of an eye.
Okay, that is slick. But here's the thing. With all this automation and AI doing its thing, doesn't that make you wonder about accuracy? Do we still need a human to double-check the AI's work? 100%. Human oversight is non-negotiable, especially as we figure out how to work with these new tools.
Yeah.
AI can trip up, misinterpret things, or miss those tiny details that we'd catch. It's about working with AI, not just blindly trusting it.
That's reassuring to hear. But now let's talk about something that really gets my gears going, data visualization. They're claiming you can generate charts with simple sentences and even customize them to embed in other platforms like Notion. No more static reports. This is next level.
Right. Imagine your data presented in a way that's not just accurate, but actually engaging and insightful.
Exactly.
And the AI could suggest the best chart type, or even just create a color scheme that matches your branding. And the fact that it seamlessly integrates with other platforms. Talk about a workflow dream.
No more exporting and reformatting charts. Sign me up. But, and maybe I'm being a little too cautious here, doesn't this make it easier to create those misleading charts we see all the time? What if people aren't careful with how they're presenting the data?
Oh, you're 100% right to be cautious.
Yeah.
Just because a chart looks pretty doesn't mean it's telling the whole story.
For sure.
It's more important than ever to really understand how to visualize data well, to make sure you're presenting the information honestly and transparently.
Couldn't agree more. Now let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture here. This whole thing hinges on the shift from formulas to insights, as they put it. They even say, strong formulas are good, but strong insights are better. What's the takeaway there?
Well, it's about moving beyond just crunching numbers and actually understanding what the data is telling us.
Okay, I like that.
AI can analyze tons of information at once.
Yeah.
And find those hidden patterns and connections that we might miss as humans.
Right.
It can help us answer those big, complex questions and make better decisions.
That's incredibly powerful, but, and this is a big but, if we're relying on AI for all those aha moments, Are we at risk of losing our own ability to look at data critically, to think for ourselves,
That's the core of the challenge, isn't it? As AI takes over the grunt work of data analysis, we need to develop new skills to make sense of all those AI-generated insights.
Right, makes sense.
It's a whole new world of data literacy that we need to be ready for.
I like that, a new world of data literacy. I think that's something we can all get behind.
Beyond the Hype, a fashion lifestyle tech podcast.